Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be attempting to recreate the makeup James Charles did on Addison Rae. I saw the video and I thought it would be cool to try and recreate with a different face shape, just like mine. So yeah, I saw that he started with tweezing her brows, but I don't have much to be tweezed with, so I'm just gonna jump straight onto foundation. I'm gonna be using, he didn't really walk through the steps, so I'm just guessing what he did. And I'm gonna be going with Nars Sheer Glow. I saw that he used a brush for the foundation, so I just have my Sigma F80. And he concentrated most on her nose and the inner part of her face, so that's what I'm gonna do. Of course, my technique doesn't even compare to him. I think makeup is about inspiration, so I'm just trying to get inspiration from a video that was somewhat current and try and do a different look, because definitely the way he did the eyes is very different than what I normally do to mine. So yeah, I just paused a little because he added it quite fast. So I'm just gonna bring it down my neck. Then he's using a lot of concealer, so I'm gonna be using Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, and I'm gonna put it under my eyes a lot, like he did. So yeah, he did a lot under the eyes. He did her bridge, the bridge of her nose, the forehead. Oh, he did it like this. I didn't see him doing the chin, so I'm not gonna do it. Then he blended it with the brush and the beauty blender that I have wet. I can see the forehead he did mostly a brush. And then he used the beauty blender under the eyes too. And he also used the beauty blender to set it with a powder, which I'll do that in a second. I think we could use a little bit more, so we're just gonna add it. She doesn't have any blemishes, but I do, so I'll be covering them just a little bit. I like how blending it with a beauty blender makes it so smooth under your eyes. So now I'm gonna be using the same beauty blender with a loose powder. I'm using Maybelline Fit Me. I hope I don't get too much. But I guess, oh no, he baked it, so I need to use something lighter under the eyes. Hold on. I'm gonna be using this Revlon matte powder, just because it's the lightest I have, and it's like creamy and it does not have any sheen to it. I hope I don't end up looking like a clown, because I have nowhere near the amount of makeup knowledge he does. So yeah, he did it like the cheeks here, like here I think, and here to help contour. Then he did the forehead. Basically everywhere he put concealer on. Then I saw that he was blending out with bronzer, and he mentioned later that it was Hoola, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm just blending it out. I didn't mean to contour at this point. And he definitely did under her jaw. Then he took a smaller brush and did her nose. Now, that's the part where I definitely struggle the most because I don't have the best technique at contouring my nose. But we'll see how it goes. Let me try. I'm just grabbing a mirror. And oh gosh, I hope this doesn't look super stupid. So I heard another makeup technician once say that the most common mistake is to not bring it close enough, and then like your nose doesn't look slim enough. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm doing very thin and adding a lot of shadow on the other parts. So we'll see if I get anything. Yeah, she looks very bronzed, which I don't yet. I think I went too far there. So I'm just gonna take the beauty blender with the powder and I'm gonna try and blend it out a little. He really goes in and blends it out, so I'm just gonna take a normal face powder for that. And then I saw that he was adding more powder under the eye, so kind of to take out the bake. Yeah, I can already tell he uses a whole lot more product than I do, so maybe that's something I needed to learn. And I've heard that from Brazilian makeup artists too, that you need to put a lot so you can take some off. I think I'll put some more bronzer here on my forehead. I don't like the way it's not blended yet. For the brows he used the powder, so I'll be using a powder too. Mine is Omega by MAC and the simple brush, which is good. I love using powder for my brows. I feel like it really works to define them without creating too much of a fake brow, because I don't have too much hair. So sometimes if you do it with a pencil, it ends up looking like you used a Sharpie to draw it. And he did hers a little bit thick, so that's what I'm gonna do. And not too arched. It was a bit hard for me to follow the tutorial just because he wasn't walking you through the steps. They were more like talking, which to watch is amazing. Like, it's what I like the most when people are just chit-chatting. But when you're trying to copy it, it's a bit harder. So for blush, it looks like he used a peachy color, so I'm just gonna use Melba, which is my favorite. And he used a lot. So as he said, they were going for a Hollywood glam, and he started with the Hoola bronzer over the lid. That's the only shadow I noticed he he said the name, so that's what I'm gonna use for the crease. And then we'll see what we can come up with. I saw that he used a golden shadow for the lid, and he has more like of a grayish brown for the outer V, so I'll be doing that too. I think mine is a bit more dramatic than his. So for the brownish color he used on the outer V, I'll be using the Naked 3 by Urban Decay, and the color is Dark Side. This one. And he definitely did a more elongated shape for her eyes, which I will try and mimic. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush for that. He's doing one eye at a time, but just because he's doing the other one out of the camera, but I'm just gonna do both right now. So I'm gonna go back into the blending brush. I hope this eye look doesn't look horrible on my eye shape and color. So I'm adding more grayish brown to this side, and I think I need to bring it more here. He used golden shadow, so I'll be using this Kiko Glow Fusion. It's actually a highlighter, but I think the color really works for what he did. Just gonna apply that to the lid and then blend it again, because her inner corner was very light and very bright. And I might add some more highlighter to the inner part afterwards. So I'm just adding the same to the other eye. And I'm gonna blend a little bit. Yeah. And just a bit of highlighter. Elf in Moonlight Pearls. He also added some highlighter to her face. So I'll be doing that in a second too. She has eyeshadow under her eyes, and I didn't notice that. I don't think he mentioned, but I'll just add the same grayish brown under my eyes. And basically hope for the best. I usually don't do it because I have hooded eyes and they're so small, but maybe I just don't know how to do it properly. So I'm just gonna use the eyeshadow brush with a little bit of face powder to blend it out a little, and then we'll do mascara. I feel like this shape isn't right. Yeah, I feel like she has more elongated, so I'll add more of the shadow to connect it. I don't look like a clown after this. I think the fact that she has fake eyelashes also helps to blend it out, but I'm not going to be applying just because I don't have any on hand. And also I wear contacts and they really bother me because it makes your eyes so heavy. I'm gonna put my mascara on and see how it goes and see what we need to tweak. I can already tell this one is missing something here. So, eyelashes. I definitely look more awake. The fact that she has brown eyes, I think it changes the way the makeup looks, because I think on her it looks more sultry. Mine are a different color, so I think that really affects it too. I loved how he had her do the lashes, because I hate when other people do my lashes. Oh, I had a smudge. We'll fix that in a little bit. Yeah, at this point they're kind of clumpy, but I don't want to wear eyelashes. It looks like she has something on her waterline. I'm gonna be using this Lancome Loreal Kohl. Mainly on my outer part of the waterline, because it looks like there's a gap there. I think it will look much better if that's fixed. Yeah, I feel like it looks better. So he definitely added some highlighter to her face using a smaller brush. Like, I'm gonna use this one. Add the same highlighter. Just gonna pick it up. And he placed on her cheeks. And I'm gonna add some to the eye, because hers is much brighter than mine. Then he blended everything again with that same brush, but mine is too harsh. I'm just gonna take the bronzer brush and blend it all. I'm not loving the way it's turning out. So I'm just gonna fix where my application was lacking, like here, with the same Hoola bronzer. Okay. And I think overall she's much more bronzed than I am, but that's also because she's darker skinned than I am, I believe. And I think I used too light of a shadow, and this light does not help. So let's try and fix that a little. So he used the nudie pink lip, so I'm just gonna use this NYX soft matte lip cream in Stockholm with my Anabelle Cosmetics in Demure. He really didn't go into any detail about her lips, so I'm just gonna do mine as I would, not overlining too much. So I think the lips are what is closest to her look. So I definitely went way too dark on the shadow. Hers more like soft and muted and much better blended. But I guess that's just a lesson that I could watch more of his videos and other people's, and definitely have a lot to learn with makeup. So at the end of the video, he just put her hair up, but at the same time she had the middle part, so I'm gonna try and do that even though I don't have a comb here. because you could still see her part. And so that's what I managed to do. I'm just gonna put my hair like I had before, just so you can take me seriously, because that was not helping me. So yeah, this is the makeup. What do you guys think? Do you recommend any other styles that I should try? If you could, I would love if you could like or comment down below. Thank you for watching.